Antimicrobial.
抗菌性の
For example, the true magnitude of the antimicrobial drug resistance crisis is unknown because of the absence of systematic monitoring. Antipathy.
反感、嫌悪
Despite his personal antipathy to me, he was still able to be polite. Antiquity.
古代、古風
While many females got married in their teens in antiquity, today women tend to marry in their later years. Antithetical.
正反対の相反する
The bill has not passed Parliament because the Conservative Party is antithetical to the Liberal Party's proposal. Anything but.
決して何々でない
The problem is anything but easy. Apathetic.
無関心な、冷淡な
The employee's apathetic attitude was apparent in the rude way he greeted customers. Apex.
頂点、先端
Janice was at the apex of her music career when she sold over 1 million copies of her second album. Aphorism.
格言、警句
Bill began his speech with a humorous aphorism from one of his favorite authors. Apocryphal.
出所の疑わしい、不確かな
Scientists claim that the apocryphal story about creation is not true. Apogee.
最高点、頂点
The hikers reached the apogee of the mountain at sunset and were glad to start descent the following day. Apostate.
廃教した、帰教した
We must punish this apostate priest. Apostle.
使徒、宣教者
He might have been, like Gandhi, an apostle of passive resistance. Apothegm.
警句、格言
One of my mother's favorite apothegms was that you can't buy happiness. Appease.
なだめる、和らげる
When I reported the cashier's poor customer service, the manager tried to appease me with the offer of a free pizza. Appellation.
名称、称号
Because there is no appellation on the product, consumers are confused about the brand's name. Apportion.
配分する、割り当てる
At the center, we apportion afternoon snacks so that all children get at least one juice and one snack. Apposite.
適切な、ぴったりの
During the debate, the candidate implied his opponent's employment plan was not apposite for the country. Apprehensive.
気遣って、懸念して
With recent job cuts, Kate is apprehensive about losing her job. Apprentice.
初心者、見習い
My son is an apprentice in a furniture maker's workshop. Apprise.
通告する、知らせる
He came to apprise us that the work had been successfully completed. Approbation.
承認、称賛
I need to write a powerful resume to gain approbation from an employer. Appropriate.
割り当てる、着服する
There can be problems in appropriating funds for legal expenses. Apropos.
適切な、時期を得た
Justine's apropos comment fit in perfectly with our discussion. Aptitude.
適正、素質
The aptitude test will identify your strongest areas in math. Aquiline.
わしのような、わしのくちばしのような
He had a thin aquiline nose and deep-set brown eyes. Arabesque.
手の込んだ、奇抜な
The arabesque stone monument was crafted with graceful, intricate designs. Arbiter.
仲介者、調停者
An arbiter will help the divorcing couple come to terms on a settlement. Arboreal.
樹木の、樹上に住む
It is easy for the deer to hide in the fallen leaves of its arboreal habitat. Arcane.
不可解な、難解な
Because it is no longer taught in schools, people are concerned that cursive writing will become arcane. Archaic.
古風な、古代の
Because my archaic computer is no longer useful to me, I am giving it away for free. Archipelago.
群島、諸島
Many cruises sail to an archipelago in order to allow tourists to visit many island nations in just a short period of time. Ardent.
熱心な、熱烈な
He's an ardent supporter of the local football team. Arduous.
困難な、厳しい
Playing the piano may seem arduous at first, but it gets easier with practice. Argot.
隠語、俗語
The old woman could not understand the argot her granddaughter used to communicate with her friends. Argumentative.
論争好きな、理屈っぽい
An argumentative student will often disagree with the teacher just for the sake of doing so rather than having a good reason. Arid.
不毛の、乾燥した。
The crops will not grow in the arid ground because the soil is too dry. Aristocratic.
貴族政治の、上流階級の。
The man's aristocratic background caused him to crave fine dining and lavish parties. Arrest.
阻止する、引き止める。
It is sometimes possible to arrest or reverse the disease. Arrogance.
横柄、傲慢。
Fred is so full of arrogance to think that anyone cares about what he has to say simply because he attended Harvard. Arrogate.
横領する、偽って名乗る。
The gang is trying to arrogate the public park and turn it into their private meeting space. Articulate.
はっきり述べる、関連づける。
A polished speaker, Jenna was able to articulate her points during any discussion. Artifice.
策略、技巧。
Because the bank robber knew he needed an artifice to distract the security guard, he decided to blow up a car in the parking lot. Artisan.
職人、熟練工。
The artisan cheesemakers specialized in making cheeses on their small dairy farm. Artless.
飾りのない、雑な。
Her countenance and a few artless words fully conveyed all her gratitude and delight. As to
何々については
We had different views as to how a political interviewer should go about his job. Ascent.
上昇、向上。
My legs were tired after I took the ascent to the cabin on the ridge. Ascertain.
確かめる、突き止める。
In order to ascertain which applicant was most qualified for the position, the hiring manager spent a long time reviewing the resumes. Ascetic.
苦行中の、禁欲的な。
Jacob chose to live an ascetic life because of his strict religious beliefs. Ascribe.
何々に帰する、何々のせいにする。
While you can sometimes ascribe these symptoms to allergies, I'm pretty sure you have a full-fledged cold. Aseptic.
無菌の、防腐の。
Aseptic boxes of fruit juices or plastic containers of prepared beverages can be frozen to serve double duty in the cooler. Askance.
疑って、不審の目で。
Employers tend to look askance at people who change jobs often. Asperity.
荒々しさ、厳しさ。
She pointed out with some asperity that it had all been my fault. Aspersion.
中傷、悪口。
Jack's political rival cast an aspersion against him, right before the election. Assail.
襲撃する、攻撃する。
The opposition's newspapers assail the government each day. Assassinate.
暗殺する、名誉を傷つける。
The president travels with lots of security, so that no one is able to assassinate him from the crowd. Assemblage.
集団、寄せ集め。
An assemblage of rust-colored antiques line the tables of the thrift store. Assent.
同意する、賛成する。
He gave his assent to the proposed legislation. Assiduous.
根気強い、勤勉な。
That was very assiduous of you to finish those financial reports weeks ahead of schedule. Assimilate.
同化する、吸収する。
Jane had to assimilate a great deal of information on the first day of her new job. Assuage.
和らげる、軽減する。
In an effort to assuage angry customers, the store issued everyone a full refund. Astigmatic.
卵子の
We adapted visual information to astigmatic persons with due account of the degree of astigmatism. Astringent.
厳しい、辛辣な。
He uploaded some astringent comments on the paper for the international conference. Asylum.
収容所、施設。
Clara's lifelong dream is to start a program that grants asylum to persecuted citizens from other countries. Atavism.
覚醒遺伝、先祖返り。
Ruby's red hairs were viewed as atavism, since her great-grandmother had the red hue. Atrocious.
残虐な、極悪な。
The traders forced the slaves to live in an atrocious environment. Atrophy.
退化する、衰退する。
According to researchers, the lack of exercise causes muscles to atrophy and become feeble. Attenuate.
弱める、減ずる。
Doctors claim taking the flu vaccine will attenuate the effects of the illness. Attest.
証明する、証言する。
Driving while texting is not safe, as any police officer can attest. attune.
調律する、適合する。
The radio transmitter wasn't picking up what we needed, so I had to attune it to the right frequency. Audacious.
大胆な、無謀な。
The most successful people are those who are audacious and not afraid to take risks. Augment.
増加させる、拡大する。
Because I want to augment my income, I am thinking about getting a second job. Augury.
占い、予兆。
These sales figures are a good augury for another profitable year. August.
尊い、威厳のある。
The August chef has been invited to cook dinner for the Queen. Auspicious.
幸運な、幸先の良い。
His brilliant acceptance speech was an auspicious start to his political career. Austere.
厳しい、簡素な。
Even though she appeared austere, my teacher was a very kind woman. Autism.
自閉症。
Autism is 4 times more common in boys than in girls. Autonomy.
自治権、自治体。
Branch managers have full autonomy in their own areas. Auxiliary.
補助的な、予備の。
When my grandmother retired, she joined the hospital auxiliary team that visited lonely patients. Avant-garde.
前衛的な、最先端の。
The elderly poet was confused by the youth's avant-garde style of writing. Avarice.
強欲、貪欲。
Avarice makes rich people want to become even richer. Aver.
断言する、主張する。
Even though the country is in an economic crisis, its leader will aver the nation is doing well during his monthly address. Averse.
反対して、嫌って。
My teenager daughter is averse to chores and usually has to be forced to complete her cleaning duties. Avian.
鳥類の。
The avian part of the animal kingdom includes every type of bird from the flightless penguin to the majestic eagle. Avocation.
副業、趣味。
Recently, Sherman discovered that woodworking is the type of avocation he enjoys in his spare time. Avuncular.
おじの、優しい。
My father's best friend Joe treats me in an avuncular manner and even calls me his niece. Axiom.
原理、原則。
Although you keep using that axiom as the basis for your paper, the concept itself is not true. Bacchanalian.
どんちゃん騒ぎの。
The island is known for its bacchanalian parties that last well into the night. Bald.
つまらない、味気ない。
The announcement came in a bald statement from the official news agency. Baleful.
害のある、不吉な。
The witness was frightened when the defendant gave her a baleful glance filled with hatred. Balkanize.
細分化する、分裂させる。
The events in Sudan and Egypt are linked to one another and are part of the project to balkanize the Arab world and the Middle East. Balloon.
急増する、膨らむ。
The company's debt has ballooned in the last 5 years. Banal.
平凡な、ありきたりな。
Because the movie's plot was banal, we knew exactly how the film would end. Bane.
災難、災い。
Those noisy neighbors are the bane of my life. Baneful.
致命的な、有害な。
If not cooked properly, the fish can be baneful to humans. Banter.
冷やかす、からかう。
Don't banter her out of her temper during these challenging times. Barbarous.
そやな、残忍な。
The king committed many barbarous acts during his reign. Bard.
詩人、吟遊。
The bard was fair, but she must teach them some court dances. Bask.
日向ぼっこする、恩恵などに良くする。
Crocodiles bask on the small sandy beaches. Body.
みだらな、卑猥な。
With such body language, it is not surprising that the novel is not being carried in religious bookstores. Bay.
吠える、叫ぶ。
The police dogs are baying to be released as the newly arrived officers are gathered in for the briefing.